Hey, stop scrolling for just 1 second. I want to ask you something personal. Have you ever stood in a room full of people and felt invisible? Not because you're shy, not because you're boring, but just because you're shorter than anyone else. Have you ever been told, oh, you're so cute, you're tiny, and you smile, but inside you wanted to disappear? Or maybe someone said, don't worry, height doesn't matter. And you thought, yeah, that's easy for you to say. I see you, I really do, because I was that kid too. And today I'm going to tell you something that most doctors, most YouTubers, and most high tech videos will never tell you. Your bones, they are not done with you yet. They are literally trying to say you, I'm not done yet. And if you play this smart right now, today, you can literally signal your body to keep growing. This isn't magic, this is science. And by the end of this video, you are going to know exactly what to do. So don't go anywhere because what I'm going to share with you in the next 20 minutes would literally change the way you walk into every room for the rest of your life. Do you know what the biggest mistake you have been told? The biggest lie? Let's try destroy a myth. You have probably heard this. Heart is 100% genetic. If your parents are shorter, you are going to be short. Nothing you can do. That's only half true. Yes, that's only half because genetics may determine 60 to 80% of your height potential. But here's what nobody talks about you. The other 20 to 40%, that's yours, completely yours. Scientists call it environmental factor. I call it the part you can control. Literally, you can force it. Think about it this way. Imagine two seeds from the same plant, same genetics, same DNA. You plant one seed in dry, dead soil. You plant the other in rich weather, water, fertile land. Which one will grow taller? Which one will grow fast? Same seed, completely different outcome. Your body is that seed, and most people, without even knowing it, are growing in dry, dead soil. Bad sleep, late night scrolling, wrong food, junk food, no exercise, and constant stress. And then they go here and they are blaming their genes. Let me show you. Let me show you what actually is possible. Let me tell you. Did you know that the average height in South Korea increased by almost 8 centimeter? Remember, 8 centimeter in just 2 generations. Japan went from one of the shortest nations in the world to having men average nearly 5'7", all in 50 years. Genes didn't change, their lifestyle did. So before you accept I'm just short as your identity, let me walk you through what's actually happening inside your bones. Because once you understand this, everything changes. Okay, tiny science lesson. I promise it's going to be super simple and super important. You know that your bones grow from special areas called growth plates? They're like live, squishy ends of your bones. When they are active, they produce new bone tissue and your bones get longer. That's height. Now these growth plates are open and active during childhood and through your teenage years. For most people, they start to close somewhere between 16 to 25, depending on whether you're a girl or a boy and also on your hormones and lifestyle. Here's the key. Growth plates don't close based on age alone. They close based on hormone signals, specifically a hormone called estrogen. And here is where it gets interesting. Certain lifestyle habits, sleep, food, exercise, stress, nutrition directly affect your growth plates. It determines whether it will stay open or not. Means you might grow taller. You have more time than you think. And even after your growth plates start closing, there are still things you can do because posture, spinal decompression, disc hydration, leg lengthening exercises, they can add real measurable centimeters to your standing height. Let me break it all down for you. Let me tell you the 5 mistakes which are stopping your height potential. First and the most latest one, that is your sleep. You're not sleeping enough. This one is different because I know you have heard sleep is important 1,000 times, but you know why it matters for your height specifically? Because there is a hormone called growth hormone, HGH. This is released during deep sleep. This is like a button. When you press it, your height grows. And when do you produce the most HGH? Between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. during the deepest phase of sleep. So if you're sleeping at 2 a.m. and waking up at 6 or 8, you're missing the entire HGH window every single night. You're scrolling you're scrolling throughout the night, you're watching shows, TV shows, while sacrificing your sleep. So here is the catch. Fix your sleep time. Sleep by 10 p.m. Minimum 8 hours. Non-negotiable if you want to truly increase your height. Second, your posture. Your posture is steering 2 to 4 centimeters from your right now. Nowadays, people walk like slightly hunched. They are truly like round shoulders. Their neck is forward. If yes, you congratulations, you have free height. The average person with bad posture is hiding 1 to 2 inches of their actual height every day. Your spine has natural curve. When those curves are compressed by bad posture from sitting at a desk, nowadays people work at laptops, computers, and the most common thing is scrolling their phones. From carrying stress, the disc between your vertebrae gets squeezed. They literally shrink. But here is the beautiful thing: those discs are filled with water, and with the right exercises and sleep habits, they rehydrate and expand. Every single morning when you wake up, you are actually 1 to 2 inches taller. For example, when the astronauts who return from the space, they're naturally naturally are they are 2 inches taller because of zero gravity. It decompresses the spine completely. You can't go to school, you can't go to space, but you can compress your spine. I will tell you within a minute. Now identify mistake 3. You're eating garbage, completely shit. Your bones needs raw materials to grow, and most teenagers and young adults are giving their body absolute junk. That's shit. 3 nutrients are absolutely critical for your bone growth: calcium, vitamin D, and zinc. Calcium, literally, it's building block of bone. Milk, yogurt, paneer, almonds, broccoli. Eat dairy products. For vitamin D, without vitamin D, your body can't absorb calcium no matter how much you eat. Sunlight is the best source. 20 minutes in the morning, every day, non negotiable. Zinc, it's directly involved in bone cell production. Pumpkin seeds, eggs, lentils, nuts. Most people are deficient in all three. And here's something that will shock you. Studies have shown that children who are nutritionally deficient can end up 3 to 4 inches shorter than their genetic potential. Literally 3 to 4 inches just from nutrition. Fourth one is stress. Literally stress. Nowadays, students and teenagers take too much stress, and stress releases a hormone called cortisol, and cortisol is the direct enemy of growth hormone. When cortisol goes up, HGS goes down. Because people are anxious all the time, you're like in stress, you're under pressure at school, your body is literally choosing survival mode over growth mode. That is why kids who grow up in loving, stable, low stress environment tend to be taller than kids who grow up in high stress ones, because biology doesn't lie. And mistake number 5, you're doing the wrong kind of exercises. Heavy lifting at a young age, especially with the bad form, can compress your growth fluids. If you're underrating, avoid heavy barbell squats, heavy deadlifts, and any exercise where you're loading your spine with massive weight. Instead, do exercises that stretch and decompress. We're talking about swimming, basketball, hanging, yoga, cycling. These exercises literally pull your spine longer. Now let's talk about real examples, real people, real results. Let me tell you about some people, because sometimes you need to see that this stuff is real. Yao Ming, you know him, right? The NBA legend, 7 feet 6 inches taller. His parents were both tall, yes, but Yao has spoken openly about his incredibly disciplined sleep, nutrition, and training routine from childhood. He didn't just grow because of genes, he worked for every centimeter. Michael Jordan, he was shorter in his college years, but when he practiced basketball throughout 4 years, he literally grew. He became taller. Let's take your favorite example, Robert Downey Jr., commonly known as Tony Stark. He is listed at 5 foot 8 inches on most sides. But if you watch his interviews, he talks about posture. Posture coaching he went through for his Ironman role. His team physically worked on his stance, his spine alignment, his shoulder position. The result, he appears significantly taller on screen and in person than it listed. There is an example of a Russian athlete, Rustam. He started intense yoga and functional training in his early 20s. People before know him says his transfer was because of his posture, his spine alignment, and his physical presence completely changed. He seems to have grown even in his 20s. And there is the extreme case, basketball player Manuel Paul, 7 feet 7 inches, came from a tribe in Sudan known for extreme height. Researchers studied them, and what did they find? Their diet was almost entirely beef, milk, and natural foods. Maximum nutrition, maximum HGH, and maximum height. You know about the Maasai tribe. They're literally taller because they practice some types of jumps. And here's the message: genetics loads the gun, but you pull the trigger. So it's in your hand. So you want the exact blueprint, no? So I will tell you what to do. You have been betting for? So let's get specific. Step 1 is sleep protocol. Every night, no excuses. Sleep by 10 p.m. Dark room. No screen before 1 hour of sleep. Before bed, sorry. Because blue light suppress melatonin, the signal that triggers your brain to literally sleep, pro sleep, and I will release HGH hormone. Sleep on your back with a thin pillow. This naturally decompresses your spine overnight. Minimum 8 hours of sleep. Consistent good sleep over 6 months can make remarkable difference in your height. Step 2 is the spine decompression routine. Do this every single morning for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, completely free. Do dead hangs, find a bar, literally hang on it. Fully relax your body. Let gravity pull your spine longer. 3 sets of 1 minute. This reverses the compression your spine faces all day. Next, cobra stretch. Lie on your stomach, push your body upward, hold for 30 seconds. This opens the spinal disc. Next is cat cow pose. On all fours, arc your back up, then drop it down 10 reps. Mobilize every vertebrae. Pelvic tilt. Lie on your back, flatten your lower back against the floor, hold 10 seconds, release the lumbar compression for sitting. If you literally practice these 4 exercises for 3 months consistently, you will probably gain 2 to 3 inches. Step 3 is nutrition. Throughout the day, try to fill your nutrition. Calcium, that is roughly 3 cups of milk. Eat anything like paneer, curd. Second is vitamin D. Take 20 minutes of sunlight. You can do exercises in sunlight. That's beneficial. Third one is zinc. You can take pumpkin seeds, legumes, lentils, or nuts. Next one is protein, the most important thing for your height growth. Take at least 1 gram per kg of your body weight. Drink 3 to 4 liters of water because dehydration literally compresses your height. And here is the fact, cut out carbonated drinks. They leach calcium from bones. Excess sugar spikes cortisol. Processed junk food that gives zero nutrition value for your bones. The fourth step is the growth hormone workout. Train smart, not heavy. The exercises that increase rapidly a higher amount of HGH are swimming, the best exercises that decompresses spine. Next one is sprinting, short explosive sprints release the burst of HGH. Sprint 8 to 10 rounds of 30-second all-out sprint thrice a week. Play a sport like volleyball, basketball, or you can do skipping because jumping action stimulates bone stress in a way that signals growth. You have seen probably that all the basketball players are probably higher, taller, and you can do 3 yoga poses: mountain pose, tree pose, or you can do Indian Surya Namaskar. Step 5, you can literally increase 2 to 3 inches by only correcting your posture. You can do the wall test and you can strengthen your posterior chain, do club bridges, Superman hold. And here is the most important thing I'm going to tell you. Stop looking down at your phone. Seriously, looking down at your screen for 4 to 6 hours a day puts the equivalent of 27 kg of force on your neck vertebrae. That's destroying your posture and your height every single day. And here most people will ask me question that is it too late for me? This is great, but I'm 24 or 25, 26. My growth plots are already closed. Is it too late? Let me be honest with you because you deserve honesty. If your growth plates are fully fused, means they are closed. Typically, after the age of 21 for men, you cannot grow new bone length. Listen, bone length. But you can still absolutely gain 2 to 3 inches. Literally 2 to 3 inches through posture correction, spinal decompression, core and back strengthening, consistent flexibility training. These aren't tricks. These are your hidden body height secrets. Even 1 to 2 inches when combined with strong posture, a confident walk, and a stretched spine, the way people look you, their perceptive changes. But if you are under 21, you have a real, genuine window right now, and every day you waste that window, like scrolling late night, sleeping late, eating badly, sitting hunched, is a day you didn't get back. This is your moment. Don't sleep on it. Okay, I want to talk to your heart for just a second. Because I know for some of you, this isn't really about centimeters. It's about confidence. It's about feeling like you're enough. Because when you're shorter, your inferiority complex grows on another level. You become too shy. You can't even talk to anybody. You are constantly thinking in your mind, what will the other people think? Will they call me anything? Will they think about my height? They will call me shorter or anything. The work you do on your body, the sleep, the exercise, the posture, that doesn't just make you taller, it makes you more than you, yourself, the best, the strongest, and the most upright version of yourself. So please work on yourself. Think about this. Lionel Messi is 5'7". He still got ignored and rejected for years. Height never made anyone great, but the discipline to work on yourself consistently, patiently, without quitting, that is what greatness is made of. You're not trying to grow taller to impress someone else. You're growing because you want to be confident. You want to get rid of that inferiority complex because you want to refuse to be that the old version of yourself. You want to become the new version, the strongest version of yourself. That feels different energy, that aura. You want completely different things. So let's recap what we covered today. Your height is not fully fixed. Genetics gives you a range, but lifestyle defines where in that range you land. Sleep by 10 p.m. every night. Let your edge jet do its job. Decompress your spine every morning. 10 minutes. Dead hangs, cobra stretches, cat cow, pelvic tilt. Feed your bones calcium, vitamin, zinc, protein, water. Train for growth, swimming, sprinting, jumping, yoga, cycling. Fix your posture. It's free height. It's already yours. And most importantly, start today, not tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. Because you have time now. Either you will regret it in future. Tonight sleep at 10. Tomorrow morning do the stretching. This week fix what you are eating. Small steps creates a huge massive change. Be consistent. You are not too short, you are not too late, you are just getting started. Now if this video helped you and open your perspective about height, something you can actually use, do me one small favor. Hit the like button. It takes 1 second and it literally helps more people find this video. Subscribe because every week I put out content that helps you become the strongest, sharpest, most confident version of yourself. And share with the one friend, the one who you know that he has been feeling that way. Send it to them. Let them know they are not alone, and let them know that they have still time. I'll see you again the next one. Stay tall, walk straight, and never stop growing.